Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's great to see you, and welcome back to my car. Today, I'm going to be having my first taste of a McDonald's holiday pie. I don't know where I've been for the last 23 or 4 years since this pie has been around, but I've never heard of it until very recently. McDonald's has a holiday pie along with other seasonal pies, which I didn't know of, including the fall autumnal pumpkin cream pie. Never heard of that before. I think they have one in spring. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what that one is, but they have one. And apparently in winter, they have the holiday pie. I had no idea. I knew about the apple pie, and the apple pie, based on my research, has been around since 1969 or so. So that's been around for a long time. And I had a very delicious version in my Emmy Eats McDonald's Hawaii. If you haven't seen that version, incredible. I will put the link to that down below. That, from my understanding, is the only place in the US where they still deep fry the apple pies. Absolutely stunning, delectable. Another fast food pie I had that was quite delicious was from Jollibee. I'll put a link to that taste test down below. That was a mango pie. Pretty stinking delicious too. And I believe they fry theirs too, because it was just so crackling, fry-y, yummy, good. But today we're going to be tasting the holiday pie. And for comparison's sake, I also got an apple pie. I have to say these are very reasonably priced. I got 2 apple pies for $2.49. So as our benchmark, let's taste the apple pie first. I love baked goods. It smells cinnamony, appley, and that lovely perfume of pastry. Look at that. I pulled it by its edge and it cracked. There is the apple pie. It looks lovely. It looks a little bit like a Danish on top because it has these little perforations where you can see the filling inside. It's mounded, and since I broke it, that's what it looks like inside. Nice apple pie filling. Let's give that a taste. Itadakimasu. That's great. I think the number one thing it's got going for it is that it's warm apple pie. A little bit different than a typical pie in the sense the crust is almost like a pastry more than what I associate with a pie crust. It's not really flaky. It's definitely got some kind of fat in it. It's more short. It's a little more crumbly. The filling has cinnamon in it. It's sweet. Little pieces of apple in there, but mostly kind of a gel, cinnamony, sweet filling. Not overly sweet though. And on the outside of the pastry, there's a little bit of sugar, kind of icing for a little bit of crunch. In addition to the kind of crunch of the pastry. Pretty stinking good. The deep fried one is even better. That one is utterly sublime, but this must be eaten warm, in my opinion. I think that's what really makes the experience for me. It kind of gives you that aroma of a freshly baked treat, and all that cinnamon and apple flavor really kind of permeates everything because it's warm. So that's our little baseline. Let's compare that with the holiday pie. It comes in a brown box, but it doesn't say specifically that it is a holiday pie. It just says McCafe pie. So let's see this one. Oh, cute. It has rainbow sprinkles on it. Ooh, this one smells really different. It smells like birthday cake flavor. See that? So it's got little bits of rainbow sprinkles. It looks like that's in the pastry. And then there's a little kind of sugary icing coating on the outside of it as well. Let's see what's inside. Look at that. It's like a custard filling. It smells vanilla-y and a little bit eggy. It smells good. Looks like a custard pie. Alrighty, let's give that a taste. Here we go. Itadakimasu. The filling is really creamy and pudding-like in texture and in flavor. It tastes like vanilla pudding, but it's warm. Again, the warmth really sells the pie to me, both in the apple pie version and this version. The crust feels a little bit different than the apple pie. This one feels a little less flaky and firm and more cookie-like. It's almost like a sugar cookie, but not as sweet in terms of a texture and in flavor too. The all-around flavors are very much kind of vanilla sugar cookie flavor. Lots of vanilla smell and flavor, but the inside texture is really lovely. It's creamy and thick, just like a pudding, vanilla pudding, but warm. And the icing on the outside gives it a little bit of a sugary texture coating, and then you get an occasional sprinkle in there too. Nonpareil, little crunch in there, but it works really well. I'm not really sure which one is my favorite. Okay, if I had a deep fried apple pie, hands down that would win. I think it would kind of depend on what kind of mood you're in. Are you feeling cinnamony and cozy, or are you feeling vanilla birthday celebration cozy? Know what I mean? Both of them feel cozy. There's also an over-the-top artificialness about this one, which sort of summarizes birthday sprinkles, doesn't it? So I have one more thing. Have you ever seen a mint from McDonald's? Look, I'm loving it. McDonald's mint. Contains milk and soy, it says, but I've never seen these, only at this one location. I will put a link to the location if you live in Rhode Island. I've never seen these before. Mints offered. I think it's genius at any restaurant, in my opinion. But let's see what a McDonald's mint's like. Look, it's a butter mint. It's one of these kinds of mints. They can just dissolve. But I think that's what this is going to be. Let's give it a taste. I love buttermint. Now, I'm not sure if buttermints actually contain any butter. I suspect they don't. But they have a really melt away, wonderful texture. It's like chalky, but just melty, crumbly texture. It just melts and is dairied, but not overly so. I love the texture. It's all about the texture for me. And then it's got a really great peppermint flavor to it. So it cleanses your palate as well. But for me, it's the texture. It's not a hard candy at all. You bite it and then it just pleasantly dissolves in your mouth. Lovely. So there you have it. See if your McDonald's has buttermints available. Never have I ever, right? Alrighty, my loves, I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Be sure to check out my drive-thru playlist for other fast food taste tests. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye! Clean my car, and now I've got pie shards